Okay, it's Easter Sunday, and I'm so tired. Nelson and I walked 14,000 steps yesterday. I don't even know what we were doing. We went on a night walk, and then we went and got ice cream. Kind of late, so my stomach is a little upset, but it was so good. Oh my gosh, whoa. Ever since we moved to Arizona, I've just been so about popsicles and ice cream, which normally I'm not a huge ice cream lover, but every single day I think about it. Every single day I want ice cream. Literally, I hope that the microphone doesn't pick up my stomach because it's just so gurgly, probably from the ice cream. Nelson and I went on a really cute date this week. I don't know why it was so cute. Now that we're both so busy, we obviously don't see each other as much. We're kind of like, okay, we need to make more of a point to go on date nights, like an actual date. So we went and got a bottle of wine, and then we went to this little garden area, and we just sat there and then drank a bottle of wine and talked. It was so cute and so fun and so relaxing. And then we just talked for 2 hours, and then we walked over to I think it's an Italian restaurant. It's a little bit more it's not a super fancy Italian restaurant, but I got ravioli and Nelson got chicken parm, his fave. After that, we went swimming in our pool. I don't know. It's so funny because I feel like the more simple the date is sometimes, the more fun it can be, as opposed to going out to a huge extravagant event, because we obviously were looking up all the events. Should we go to a baseball game? Should we go to the botanical garden? Should we go to a concert? No, some of the chill dates are some of my favorites. So it was so fun. That was the highlight of my week. It was our date night on Friday night. I really want to make my own popsicles. I looked it up, and I feel like if I just get fruit and then yogurt and maybe I put it in a blender. My dogs are just so loud. I have 3 dogs. That's crazy. Sometimes I have to take them out individually, so I'm taking up and down the stairs each dog just because it's easier that way. If I have all 3, it's just chaos, and they're pulling me all over the place, and all their leashes get tangled all over me. But then if I take out one at a time, it literally takes me 3 times as long. Oh, another thing that happened this week is that I had to take my littlest dog to the emergency vet at 9 p.m. So that was, it's so hard to know. It's so hard to know when you should take a dog to a vet or not, or know when you're overreacting. I tried to wait it out, and then I ended up having to take him because I'm like, if I don't take him and he dies, I will blame myself forever. But I really don't want to go and pay hundreds of dollars for them to be looks like a stomach bug. And that's pretty much what happened. So that's on me. That's on me. I got some more Zip Fizz this week, and I'm so excited about it. I haven't had it in literally, trying to think how long, months? Literally months. I haven't had it in months. Our apartment complex has free coffees, and then I've also been using the Walmart brand Crystal Light energy stuff, and I don't know. That stuff just makes me feel weird. And I'm sure it's the aspartame and everything. But it's $1, which this is probably a red flag, but it's a couple dollars for 10 of them, and Zip Fizz is so expensive. But oh my gosh, it's so good. I could just be being influenced by the packaging and the health that it says it offers, but it has so many vitamins, and I feel like whenever I'm drinking Zip Fizz, I never get sick. I am so excited to have Zip Fizz back in my life. So we've been in Arizona for probably a little over a month now, and I love it so much. I love it so much. And it might be because it's still so new, and I also am a huge sun girl. I love the sun. I love living in warm places. Now, given I haven't been here yet when it's 100 degrees, and I'm not kidding you, every single person is warning us. They're like, yeah, well, good luck with the 120 temperatures. No, but I just love it. I love the heat. And it's surprising how quickly I've gotten used to it. I really thought it was going to take me longer or I would be dying, but it's 90 degrees and I'm chilling and I love it. I love going out. I love waking up in the morning. I'm like, oh, another beautiful day in Arizona. It's just so sunny, and I could just be wearing a t-shirt and shorts every morning. And then at night, same thing. I'm walking, oh, what a beautiful night in Arizona. And I mean, I am coming from Pocatello, Idaho, where the winters can be brutal. Honestly, this year was not that bad, but it was almost worse because it was 40 degrees, so it's cold enough to be kind of miserable, but then it never really snowed for it to be magical. So it was just kind of the worst winter. Nelson got this chair off that I'm sitting in off of Facebook Marketplace, and it's so cute and so comfortable, but it kind of feels like it's gonna fall apart. And then it's like every time I move, I think one of my favorite things is that because it's so warm, everyone is outside all the time. Like, I'm not kidding you. Everyone is outside. Everyone is outside walking. Everyone is outside with their dogs. Everyone is like dressed up, going out to restaurants, going out to like ice cream. And there's just so many people around. And maybe it's just to my specific area. I'm not really sure because I haven't really been to many other places. But everyone is just out. And since COVID, I just feel like I haven't seen that at all. It's just so rejuvenating to be back in a place where there's just people everywhere and everyone is just so happy. Like, there's just conversation going on around me everywhere. And I just truly don't feel like I have experienced that since before COVID. Also, probably because I kind of secluded myself the last year. So maybe I'm just like, oh my gosh, people, there's people around. It's so cute. There's like these groups of girls who are like going out and they're taking photos of each other and like, it's just so cute. I feel like an old person where I go out and I'm just like, oh, I just love seeing the people. And where we live, it's like everyone our age. I just feel like there's so many healthy people here. Like, you just see so many healthy people who are just so strong. Like, all the old people are just ripped. And I feel like it's because it's so warm here year round that everyone is constantly like going on walks, going outside, going to the gym. Like, everyone is so much happier. Whereas in the winter, I definitely hibernate and like you want to, cozy in, which isn't bad. It's not a bad thing. But for right now, I'm like, this is amazing. And maybe in like a year after 100-degree weather, I'm going to be like, get me in a cozy cabin. I'm over this. But I don't know. I'm loving it right now, so that's all that matters. It's funny because I feel like I keep being like, I get so excited about new things. I'm really definitive about them. I'm like, I could live here forever. I could live in this apartment for the rest of my life. I think I'm going to keep a place here in Arizona for the rest of my life so I can always come back. Yeah. So then there's also this part of me that's like, okay, Rainy, gotta calm down a little bit. You always get really excited and then you always change your mind. But then there's this other part of me that's like, well, what's wrong with being excited? And maybe it's true. Maybe I am gonna want to be here for the rest of my life. What's better, being realistic or just like being excited? Being excited definitely sounds more fun. Who cares? I just need to live in the moment and enjoy it for what it is. Stop looking for negative things that might happen in the future, or stop. Like, I just need to embrace it. You love it right now, so just live in the love. This has happened with me with like every single apartment I've ever lived in. I move in and I'm like, this is the greatest place on earth. And then you slowly start getting used to all the things that you used to love, and then you start being picky. And I literally feel like I've already started doing this. Like, we moved in and I was like, oh my gosh, this is heaven on earth. And then, what was it, 2 days ago? I found myself being like, the placement of this hand towel rack in the bathroom is too low. And then I literally just started dying laughing because I was like, that's crazy that I'm now like nitpicking that. Oh, it's so funny. It does bother me though. It's pretty low. So like the hand towel is literally just hanging on the counter. It's just like the bottom of it is just laying on the counter because it's too low. But it's just funny that I never, like, obviously I'm not thinking about that at all when I first move in. So funny. But okay. What else do I like about Arizona? Oh, I have never really been a foodie, but I think because we lived in Pocatello, and there are some great places in Pocatello, but I think since we lived there for so long, like, I forgot what it was like to be around all these fun restaurants. And so I feel like moving to Arizona has made me not a huge foodie, but just like, I've never even like really been a person who loves to go out to restaurants, but I've just been loving going out to restaurants, and they're so fun. There's this one brewery that has like tropical birds on the rooftop. I think it's on the rooftop. I'm not really sure, but it looks so fun. I want to go there so bad. We almost went there for date night, but then I was like, I just kind of want to keep it mellow. but I will be going to the Tropical Bird Brewery in the future at some point, and I'm so excited about that. But yeah, it's kind of made me like excited to go out to restaurants, which I do always kind of get over going to restaurants, but it is so fun right now. I'm having so much fun going to restaurants. Jeez, why am I so like congested and phlegmy? Oh, there are fruit trees everywhere. There are fruit trees everywhere. When we first showed up, our whole apartment complex is lined with lemon trees. And I was like, oh my gosh, these are lemon trees. And it's funny because it was like, what was it, beginning of March? And all of these lemons were ripe. And I was like, wait, are these lemons ripe? It's literally winter. But I guess that's the time that they're ready to eat. I don't know. So weird. But yeah, lined with lemon trees. It's sad because they're all gone now. I was kind of wondering if maybe they just produce fruit all year, but I don't think they do. But wow. I also don't know if it's legal to pick fruit, so I probably shouldn't say this on here, but I did pick one and I did put it in ice water. Wow. It was amazing. And like, even if you have a lemon, I don't know, I've never tried this at a grocery store, but I just feel like it wouldn't happen. But if you have a lemon, and then you like squeeze it with your hand, then your hands just smell like lemon. And I kept doing that. Like I picked two, only two. But I like put it in the kitchen and then I would just walk by it and then I would just grab it with my hands and just squeeze it. And then I would just smell my hands and they would just smell like lemon. Oh my gosh, it was yum. Amazing. It was so fresh. All of a sudden I love running errands. Whereas in Pocatello, given it could have been because of my last year, but I do always kind of get into a cycle where I do not like going outside. Like I just become a sloth, immobile, whatever. And here, I love any reason to go outside. Even yesterday. Now, I know this sounds silly. This is gonna sound silly, but I went to Target yesterday. And truly, because Nelson and I have just always been around each other, we just always go run errands together. And so I went to Target by myself yesterday and I was like, whoa, I never do this. So I'm just doing all of these things alone. And there's a little part of me that is a little bit sad that Nelson and I don't get to hang out as much. But just becoming independent again feels really nice. Like we've been married for almost 8 years. And I mean, we started off by living in the bus. So we're always together when we're living in the bus. And yeah, it's kind of fluctuated with how much we hang out. But especially when, we're filming weddings and doing all of that together, it was kind of hard to be an individual. So I'm kind of liking just having time for me again. To go to the store by myself. And like at first I was like, what am I gonna, I was kind of at a loss. I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Like I guess I could paint. I guess I can Marco Polo. I guess I can, I don't know. I like literally didn't know what to do. And now I feel like I'm finally starting to get in the groove and then be like, okay, yeah, no, I could do whatever I want. I can go to the store. I can clean. I can do a hobby. I really, really want to pick up adult ballet. For like the past couple of years, I've just wanted to do adult ballet so bad. And I do think probably mostly because Nelson's mom did adult ballet. And there's this one home video of her doing adult ballet and she's just so cute. Like it's with all these older women and they're all just doing adult ballet together and I don't know. I'm just like, I just really want to do it. It just made me really want to do it. I also have the worst posture and I do not like working out. So I need to find some exercise hobbies and also community. Like I kind of want to go out and build community. Like I want to have my little ballet friends. And I think it's fun because I'm just curious who's going to adult ballet. Is it 30-year-olds? Is it 20-year-olds? Is it 70-year-olds? Is it all the above? I don't know. It sounds so exciting. So there is a class that's probably 18 minutes from me So I might start doing that soon. But yeah, I'm also hoping that it really helps my posture because my back hump, I hate it so much. And I can't, like, when we go on walks, I literally try and focus on my posture and standing up straight, and my back is so tired after that. Like, my back is in pain because my posture is so bad that when I do try and stand up straight, like, my back kind of tingles. Like, it goes numb because it's like, what are you doing? Why are you standing up straight? This is very out of character for you. So, adult ballet. I just want to try something new too. Like, I haven't done something new in so long, like that. Like, tried a new hobby. So, yeah. And moving to a new place, I just feel like you get really excited to sort of get out of your comfort zone. And so I'm like, okay, let's go. We got to do this before I turn into a hermit. We got to get into new hobbies and make new friends before, it stops being as exciting to be in a new place. And then you're kind of like, well, I guess I'm just settling into my routine. Hold on, I got to take a sip of his drink. We were walking the other night and there were like around this park, and there were cockroaches, and they were big. I did not like that. I was super freaked out, and I swear they were following us. I'm not about the bug life, and I actually have gotten quite a few bug bites, but I don't even know what's biting me. And honestly, Nelson is the one who gets attacked by bugs usually, like mosquitoes. Love him. But the thing is that his mosquito bites go away within 1 day. And if I ever get bit by anything, I have a bug bite for at least 1 week. Like for some reason, my body just has the hardest time healing bug bites. Like right now I probably have 5 bites on my legs, and they've probably been there for over a week. I don't know what's up with that. Another negative thing, I mean, probably the heat. I mean, the heat's a positive thing, but it also can be a negative thing. We just haven't really hit. I'm fine with 90s. 90s I'm actually totally okay with. It's once it hits 100, you can just feel it. So I am scared to feel 120. The traffic here is scary. Now this is coming from Pocatello, Idaho, where I never even really ever went on the freeway, and top speed is like 35 in town, probably, pretty much. And no one is trying to get anywhere fast in Pocatello, so like super easy. Like, it's just so easy to drive there, and here going on the freeway stresses me out. Okay, so I've lived in Salt Lake, and I've lived in Phoenix, and I feel like Salt Lake / Utah drivers are known for just being awful drivers. But I feel like Phoenix drivers, or at least like the roads or how it's set up, is worse. Like, I am more scared driving here than in Utah. And maybe that's because I'm so comfortable driving in Utah and I'm not as comfortable driving here. But I don't know. It seems like there's more like slamming on your brakes on the freeway constantly, and then people are flying. Everyone here has a Tesla. It's making me I have never wanted a Tesla, but now I want a Tesla. And it makes sense. Like, for some reason, it just makes sense in Arizona. Like, you don't really need a four-wheel drive car because there's no snow. So that's interesting. But now I'm like, ooh, I kind of want a Tesla. No one here has Subarus. That's definitely like Idaho, Utah car, which is kind of funny. I always kind of thought that Arizona was similar to Utah and Idaho, which it kind of is, but maybe Utah is more of like a mix between Idaho and Arizona. I don't know, getting way off track here. But yeah, traffic. And so they have a carpool lane. But in Utah, which I like this, I think that Arizona needs to change. Not that anyone cares about how I think the roads should be set up. But in Utah, there is a carpool lane. And in order to use the carpool lane, you have to have more than one person in the car. Or you have to have a fast pass that you pay to use it. And then there are certain areas where you can go into the lane and certain areas where you can go out of the lane. And if you go in and out of like the area that you're not allowed to go in and out, then you get pulled over. Here, it's a free-for-all. Like, there's just a straight line saying like, this is a carpool lane. What's also confusing is that it's at certain times. Like, it's only a carpool lane at certain times. So I'm like, how am I supposed first of all, how are you ever even gonna regulate that, you know? And when we first moved here, people were just, I was expecting it to be like the Utah carpool lane. So people are just going in and out of this thing, and I'm like, oh, does no one care about are there no cops? Does no one care about getting pulled over? And then I realized that they don't even have designated areas where you're allowed to go in and out. So I'm like, okay, well, that's confusing. It just doesn't seem like this is set up well. Okay, anyways, no, like, this doesn't matter at all. But yeah, don't really love the traffic. I've gone into Phoenix like one time, and I'm coming from Idaho where it's slow, so I'm sure I'll get used to it. But for right now, it's stressing me out. It's good for me. It's good for me though. Yeah, it's good for me. What else do I not like? I mean, there's obviously not, it's the desert. So I'm curious if that's eventually going to get to me. Like, you can't just go up into, I mean, I'm sure they have mountains. I have no idea. I don't even know, like, what is around us. I know they have a river, but I'm just curious if I'm going to get tired of the desert, you know, because I do love forests and lakes and the mountains. I mean, I think I can kind of see mountains in the distance, but they're not easy and quick to get to. So I'm curious how that will be. Okay, you know what I do love is saguaros. I am obsessed with saguaros. Nelson and I actually got a Christmas ornament. I don't know if it was not last Christmas, but the Christmas before, and it was a saguaro. It was like our yearly Christmas ornament, and I was like, ooh, maybe that was, you know, telling of what was going to happen in the future. And something interesting is that me giving a fact that's probably not even going to be completely accurate. But when we were driving here, I was like, are there saguaros anywhere else? Like, I don't know if I've seen, like, are there saguaros in Vegas? Because it's kind of the same. It's like Joshua trees. Like, there's Joshua trees in Vegas and Joshua trees in Arizona. But no, saguaros pretty much can only grow in areas where it doesn't get too cold. And Vegas gets too cold for saguaros. So really interesting. Apparently there's like a line where all of a sudden saguaros will start growing because it doesn't get cold. Kind of cute. Saguaros are so cute. It's like such a crazy, and they're everywhere. When we first showed up, I was like, oh my gosh, there's literally saguaros everywhere. Love them. So hopefully the saguaros will be enough to make me not miss the mountains too much, even though it's like not the same at all. I've always loved moving, probably ever since I initially moved away from Pocatello. And I'm not really sure if I don't really know if moving is healthy or unhealthy, because I feel like it can go both ways. If you don't move, but you know what? It's also probably just like a personal preference. So if I don't move, I feel like I kind of get too comfortable, and I don't want to make new friends. I don't want to do new things. Like, I just kind of want to sit in my routine. I find myself being more negative, more like nitpicky about everything. I don't know. I guess I just don't really like myself when I've been in a place for too long. But then again, I also don't want to always be thinking that the grass is greener on the other side. Like, oh, I moved here and now, like, you know, or like running away. I don't want to be running away from things. So I'm really not sure what the answer is, because I actually love moving like every 2 years. Not the actual moving part, that sucks. But although I do always end up getting really strong after we move. Like the first day I'm like almost about to pass out, and by the end I'm like, I can lift this couch by myself. So I do like that aspect. I get really strong. But yeah, and like moving to a new place is just so exciting, and it makes you feel so lively. But I don't know, because I always think like at some point, am I gonna want to buy a house? I'm like 33 years old, and there's no right or wrong way to live. But I'm like, am I going to want to settle down? Like, what if I move into this place and then I don't like it? That stresses me out so much. And also, I love apartments. Like, I'm saying that now. In a year, I might be saying something completely different. I might be like, oh, it's so annoying. Trash is always outside of my door, and this person is always doing this, and you know. But right now I'm like, man, living in an apartment is great. You don't have to worry about anything, and they fix everything. Because Nelson and I were talking about if we're like, well, what if we want to like buy a house in Arizona, but like live somewhere else? And I was like, okay, but if we buy a house in Arizona, then you have to worry about if it has a pool. Like that's probably one of the big reasons you would buy a house in Arizona is because you want to go to the pool. Then you're constantly having to upkeep a pool, which is so expensive and so much effort. I guess maybe if you get it as an Airbnb or something, but I don't know. I'm just curious if I'm gonna want to live in an apartment or something like that the rest of my life. I never rule anything out because I'm like, I never know what future me is gonna want. I feel like I always think I'm gonna want one thing, and then you never truly know. You just gotta, go with the flow, be open day to day. So I could have never predicted living in Arizona. I could have never predicted that. So now I'm just like, well, I don't know. I probably have an opinion right now. Like right now, I do not want a house. And if I had to guess, I'm just going to live in an apartment the rest of my life and then maybe like buy a cabin or something. I don't know. But then I'm like, it's got to be equal. So if you live in a winter area, I probably would want like a summer home. But if I live in like a summer area, like in Arizona, like I'm not going to want to, I'd probably want a cabin or something like up in the forest. Now that's if I can ever afford it. So we're dreaming big. We're dreaming big. But yeah, I don't even know where I was going with this. But overall, living in Arizona has been 12 out of 10. I feel like it's rejuvenating my soul, and I feel like I'm finally getting back to being myself. I just feel like I was a complete shell the last year, and I don't know. I mean, my biggest thing is I feel like I haven't really been that good of a friend to a lot of people that I care about, and I think or family. Like I just like friends and family. I feel like I do this thing. Where am I even going with this? Yeah, I just feel like I haven't been as good of a friend or family member as I would want the past year. And I think when I don't like who I am or who I'm being, I kind of pull myself away just because I'm like, I don't want all of my whatever negative things I'm going through, I don't want to put that on other people. Like everyone has so much going on in their own lives that I'm like, I almost like don't have the capacity to do it, which is probably frustrating because everyone else is going through things too. So I don't know. I have such a hard time like finding that balance when I am going through things to keep reaching out to people. And yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a selfish thing that I do. But when I'm good, I feel like I'm good. Like when I'm on, I'm good at reaching out to people. I'm good at connecting with people. I'm good at like remembering things that they're going through, like being there for people. But if I'm going through something, I'm like the worst. I'm like literally the worst. Like I just completely disconnect. So I really need to work on balancing that out. I'm like 33 though. Is that ever gonna change? I've definitely gotten better, but still, like, I'm just constantly feeling guilty that I'm not putting in enough effort towards friends and family. So I'm really hoping that going through it's actually almost been a year since my mom passed away. So I'm just really hoping after this year I can kind of fully become myself again and like invest in all of my people again. We'll see. But yeah, even the other day I was like, oh my gosh, Nelson, I'm joking with you. I'm joking in life again. I'm laughing. I like have the like space to, think about jokes and be a little goofy. Whereas before it was just this like constant cloud that was over me. So, and maybe that's why I'm loving Arizona so much too. I'm just like, feels like a fresh start, new beginnings, and I'm loving it. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna end it there.